First of all, I plead innocent of all charges.
This is Elvis, the ultimate fan channel, the global Elvis community fan channel.
Good evening, and I hope I find you well. Welcome once again to Elvis, the Ultimate Fan Channel. As you can probably hear in my voice, and maybe I do look not the best, I don't know, but I haven't been that well this week. Some virusy, flu-y thing and high temperature and something on Thursday. But there was no way I was missing tonight because, well, nothing really special has happened in the Elvis world, has there? Oh, my goodness me. Yes, one word, EPiC, which, of course, is Elvis Presley in concert. So I couldn't miss it. Elvis never let his fans down when he was sick, and there was no way I was going to let him down this week because I was sick. So I will battle on like a trooper. So, yes, of course, up above my head. I always love it when I say that because you know what I mean. Up above my head. EPiC. And that's all I could put really in this week's topic because there couldn't really be anything else. And I'm sure you're all as excited as I am over the premiere that took place yesterday evening, yesterday afternoon, if you're in Toronto, evening for myself, of that wonderful, wonderful movie that Baz has put together. I'm sure everybody watching now knows all about it, and we will be discussing that later on, once we do the quiz, of course. If you were there, if you were lucky enough to be there and you're watching now and you want to give me a ring after I've done the topic, I've talked about it, please do. Or if you know somebody that was there and you've spoken to them, again, please do call in and give us all the information, really. And even if you weren't there, even if you were like me and weren't lucky enough to be able to fly over to Toronto, and somebody told me they had a spare ticket if I wanted to fly over, but I couldn't, unfortunately. So there you have it. So yes, that will be the main thing we'll be discussing this evening. Of course, there will be other things, of course. This day in Elvis history. A poll. Of course, the poll is going to be EPiC-based. Dylan's Elvis Tale. Not EPiC-based, I don't think. Underrated Elvis song. A song I wish Elvis had recorded. Caption the photo. Smoking hot photo. And did I say hidden Elvis? 4 clues throughout the show. And you have to try and identify what I'm hiding Elvis-wise. Last week it was the beautiful Anne Margaret. What or who will it be this week? And will my voice hold up long enough to tell you? I don't know. So, but before we go any further, we do what we call a worldwide Elvis shout-out. And I'm so pleased that Elvis has followers all over the world and that watch this show as well. But that's not the point. The point is to give everybody a shout out as much as we can throughout the world. So I've been asking people to send in their names and their locations, and I give one person a shout out, one location a shout out every week. And this week, it's hello to James from Lincolnshire in the UK. So thanks, James, for your support, and it's your turn for the Elvis Worldwide Shout-Out this week. Keep sending in your name and your location where you are in the world, and it could be you that gets the Worldwide Shout-Out next week. We've also got to do one of these.
Hidden Elvis. Clue number 1.
Clue number 1 is KRLD. KRLD. Any idea? Okay. Now let's have a look. I didn't say hello to everybody in the chat. So, the Golden Flash podcast. Ta-da. Yes, that is now Juliana, a great supporter of Elvis, great supporter of this channel. The Golden Flash podcast is her new, obviously, podcast and her brand new YouTube channel as well. So give it a like and give it a subscribe, because she's going to be posting a lot of Elvis-related stuff on that. Right, without further ado, because I'm sure you want me to get to the EPiC subject, is the quiz. And I've been a bit naughty here, because I think some people think that the album or EP that is the album I'm going to ask you 6 questions about this week is Kid Galahad, because I put Elvis with the boxing gloves and Kid Galahad stance and so forth, a publicity picture from that movie on the banner you see at the start of the show. But it's not, because I said on the trailer that you'll just have to trust it to luck. I said I promised I would give you a clue, but you'll just have to trust it to luck. Potluck, believe it or not. So that's what it's going to be. The album is going to be Potluck. And I'm just waiting now for Dylan to say, "Oh, Steve," because I think he's been swatting up. There it is. Facepalm Steve. Yeah. He's been swatting up on Kid Galahad. But it could well be Kid Galahad next week, so I don't know. When will you be showing the next Elvis King Creole film, Steve? Helen? Yes, in the next couple of weeks. Very, very shortly. It will be within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I've got so much on at the moment. Because I want to do it on a Saturday. But I promise it's coming. It is coming. You tricked me, Steve. Oh, Vincenzo thought it was not Potluck as well. Right. Okay. So here we go. 6 questions, and the first question is a very, very easy one. I'm going to use red. Okay. And the reason being is because EPiC is written in red on this. So there you are. That's why I'm going to use red. Now, no, I haven't seen Chris, unfortunately. So it's just Dave. Dave, you're going to be helping me moderate today. And without further ado, the first question, very, very easy. Don't forget, you can get into the Discord queue now if you want to speak to me or tell me anything about EPiC. Or you can also call on, of course, the telephone number on the screen, or you can use WhatsApp or Messenger or Instagram. I think you can call on Instagram as well. Anyway, here we go. Elvis and Red West wrote a song on Potluck. What was it? Ta-da! I've got plenty of water here to try and help me get through the show. Now, you see, it does look like, even though... hi, Juan. Even though he was swatting up on Kid Galahad, it looks like Dylan has still got the first question right. Because that's someone you'll never forget. Duncan's got it as well. Yeah. The Golden Flash podcast says, "Good Lord, Dylan, how do you type so fast?" I don't know how he gets them so fast. I really don't. Don Branter says that's someone you'll never forget. Yes. Supposedly, although I'm not 100% sure it was in memory of Gladys Presley. That's someone you'll never forget. But I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyway, we'll never know now anyway. But anyway, well done, Dylan. Your name is definitely going to be on the wheel. Oh, I'll probably be spinning the wheel next week for the winner of August's Fan of the Month winner. Don't forget, you can also be Fan of the Week, Fan of the Show, or whatever, by keeping the chat, the chat going, keeping your comments coming in, and there's a little crown or something that appears on top fans, I believe, and you could be number 1. I don't know, is it actually showing tonight? It doesn't seem to be showing tonight for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe they've disabled it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling here. Dylan, I think I've got a new jingle. Are you ready, Dylan? Here it is.
Holy cow, I forgot the bull.
Yes. Holy cow, I forgot the bull. Yes. Okay. Yeah, the Golden Flash podcast says, new jingle. Stay away, Joe. And Susan says, love that one, Steve. Okay. Right. Alrighty. Here we go. Number 2. Name the color on the album. Oh, that's a sneaky one. Yeah, the top fans do seem to be working. In other words, if I click on them at the moment, I can see that Jane Trainer is number 1. Just doesn't seem to be showing. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Sorry, I keep missing it. Now, I've really gone and taken my eye off the ball here. Has anybody given me the right answer yet? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna have to backtrack. Here we go. Well, as far as I can see, John Rowley has given me the color blue. And that is the answer I was looking for, John, because the track Something Blue. So I'm going to say John. Well done, John. Well done, John Rowley. Okay, and yeah, here we go again.
Holy cow, I forgot the bull.
Yeah. Right. Ruth Daniel. Hi, everyone from sunny and cool Alabama. Sneaky Steve, says Julianne. Yes. All right. Well, you might think this is a little bit sneaky as well. There's a movie soundtrack song on Potluck. What is it? Does anybody know what that is? Oh, by the way, if I close the microphone, it's because I'm having a good cough. Not good. I had a temperature of 102 on Thursday. Is that high? Or, if you're in my part of the world, 38.9 or something. Such an easy question. No, it's not such an easy question. Okay. All right. So let's have a look. All right. So it is Stepping Out of Line. All right. It was recorded for Blue Hawaii, but wasn't used in Blue Hawaii. And I'm just looking to try to see who put Stepping Out of Line first. And I think it is Brian again. Brian, no, well, I don't say again, but Brian Roberts. Let me just check that. Okay. Great. So, Brian. Well done, Brian. And, of course...
Holy cow, I forgot the bull.
Right. Which release followed Potluck? Anybody know which release followed Potluck? And Brian says Kid Galahad EP. Duncan says Kid Galahad. Juan says Kid Galahad. Wow. Ruth, yes. Everybody's, yeah. And why something for everybody? No. No, it wasn't actually. Girls. No. Girls. Okay. Yeah, Brian has played a real blinder so far because it was Kid Galahad, and Brian was the first to say Kid Galahad. So, Brian, you are getting another bull.
Holy cow, I forgot the bull.
All right. Very quirky kind of movie that was, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Complete the lyrics. Hear that old train whistle. Right. Yes. Hear that old train whistle. I'm definitely not going to sing it with my throat. Dylan says, no, not a clue. Mark Green, coming in the night, coming round the bend, howling through the night, Blue Rhythm Boy. I've got, and I checked this on the online. It's howling in the night. So I need to see who put howling in the night. Well, Mike M did. It looks like the first person to say howling in the night, not howling through the night, was Mike M. Bowling through the night, Jody Duggan. Yeah. Yeah. So Mike M. I beg your pardon, Mike. I'm gonna put you down there. I'm gonna put you on the wheel next month, and it's gonna get back home somehow. Yes, complete the lyrics. Hear that old train whistle. Right, we now have the sixth and final question, and then we get on to, you know what? Oh yeah. Okay. Which release preceded Potluck? In other words, which one came before Potluck? Dylan says Wild in the Country. Elvis is Back, Blue Hawaii. Brian says Follow That Dream EP. Something for Everybody, Follow That Dream. A lot of people saying Follow That Dream or Wild in the Country. Well, he's really taken this week by storm, because it's Brian Roberts again with Follow That Dream. Mrs. EAP says Follow That Dream. A few people said Follow That Dream, but Brian was the first. So Brian, whoops, no, not that one.
Holy cow, I forgot the bull.
Well done. And well done to everybody that took part and answered those questions. Some of them were a bit sneaky, weren't they? They really were. So, just want to make sure that I'm getting myself in the right order here, because my brain is a bit fuzzy with this virus or flu or whatever I'm getting over. Of course, what else can we talk about but this wonderful, wonderful man we know as Baz Luhrmann. And by the way, Mr. Luhrmann, if you're watching, or you know, or somebody knows Baz is watching, and you want to come on this show and speak to the fans about EPiC, please do. I'd love to speak to you. I really would. So there you are. Right, there you go. Yes, it had its world premiere yesterday at the Toronto International Film Festival. Of course, as we know, the underground salt mines in Kansas, they uncovered 68 boxes of film negative, as well as unseen 8mm footage. It has taken 2 years to restore the footage to a quality that has never been projected at previously, while the team had to meticulously claw back sound from the many unconventional sources that were also unearthed. Right, now, the audience turned up. Of course they did. They always do for Elvis. There they are, sitting, waiting patiently. I'm not sure whether it was a sellout. A couple of days before the premiere, there were still a few empty rows and seats and so forth up near the back. But I haven't actually spoken to anybody yet that was there to find out whether it was a sellout. Maybe you do. Maybe you know whether it was a sellout or not. But we've also got Baz doing a dance over the end credits on the stage. There he is doing his Elvis moves. And he certainly has got some Elvis moves. Yeah, brilliant moves. Trying to G the crowd up as well. So, yeah, if there is anybody who wants to talk about the EPiC and the world premiere and so forth, and if they have their thoughts on it, if they've heard anything, I mean, I've got to admit that what I in fact, I think I've got I can actually read out to you just one snippet from a review, and this sort of sets the tone. Baz Luhrmann doesn't need Austin Butler to make another rockin' Elvis movie. EPiC is Elvis through the Baz lens, where big and bold is always preferable, straight to straightforward, where going over the top is never considered a bad thing. It's not revelatory for people who've seen the existing films from the era. It's the most imaginative, generous, and entertaining look at a time in which Elvis's comeback still had a real life to it. It's also got a great beat, and you can dance to it, as the audience at the Princess of Wales Theatre did. Yes, now I heard that there was a lot of singing and dancing going on during the movie, and there was a lot of happy people getting up out of their seats, actually. Yeah, so that was good. Of course, Luhrmann may have helped prompt this by pre-screening comment that he be looking for the most enthusiastic audience members and giving them swag. Now, I don't know whether anybody has seen the merchandise that's going around, the hats and the hoodies and the polos and the sweatshirts and things like that. But it looks really, really, really good. I'd love some. EPiC is a film that more or less follows an Elvis show that is always on the move, in and around that show. Off stage, Elvis informs on stage Elvis, and vice versa. And the zeal with which Luhrmann whips it up into an undefinable Elvis Palooza is fit for a king. And that's just one. That is just one review. There's more in that sort of vein, and when it's gratifying and it's pleasing and comforting when you read a review like that comes out only a few hours after the premiere, to think, well, if that's the case, and if that's the reaction that it's getting, then yeah, and we do have a I think we have a call here.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello, Steve.
Who's that?
Let's see here. Something up with my phone. How are you?
Hi, who's that?
It's Spike from Toronto.
Oh, hi, Spike. How are you?
I'm good.
So, it sounds like you might have been close to what we're talking about last night. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. I have the total privilege of going to the premiere of EPiC yesterday, the first show in Toronto.
Oh, you have no idea how many people are now thinking, oh, you're so lucky.
I am. I consider myself to be very lucky to have been there. Really a privilege. Because I didn't want to wait. Like the rest of us, we don't want to wait for it to come to the theater. So the first opportunity, I guess, to see it, we're going to jump on it. It was amazing. I mean, I'll talk about the film, but I want to talk about the vibe outside. The energy was just completely, unbelievably high. Everyone was so excited. The queue around the entire building, there were like 3 or 4 separate queues to get into the show. And it was very well organized. Like they shut off the entertainment fashion district in Toronto for the film festivals, like quadrant off. There's a lot of security. It's very well organized, and it was really good. So, yeah, I get in line, and the person I'm standing next to is a long time fan of Elvis. She saw him in 1972 in Portland, Oregon, and she saw him in Vegas a bunch of times, and she's excited, and we're talking, and, you know, finally, like, I mean, a while later, half an hour later, whatever, we get in, and up close to the front. I sent you a couple of pictures. I was really close up to the front. But the movie itself is pretty overwhelming in a good way.
Right.
It's so, like, to see Elvis huge up on top of the screen. I don't know. I don't think I've ever in my life really experienced quite that. Very powerful filmmaker. The guy's been in the business a long time. He knows what in the world he's doing. You would have loved it, Steve. I'm sure. Like, I mean, everybody there loved it. As I said, the energy was completely through the roof. The sound was fantastic. The picture was really good and clean and sharp. They did a phenomenal job restoring all of those old salt mine cans. Just phenomenal stuff. If you have any questions, I mean, I could ramble on for a long time about this, but
I suppose a lot of
anything
people,
you want to ask me, whatever.
Well, personally myself, and I'm sure a lot of people will want to know, where does this film begin?
That's a good question. You know what? I'm overwhelmed still. Like, I mean, I didn't take any notes. It was a very emotional. It's a fairly emotional. I got some tears in my eyes.
Oh, right.
During that film. I've got to be honest with you, man. Very powerful picture. And I guess, you know what? What they did was they used a lot of the footage and a lot of the voice of Elvis himself. He wanted Elvis to be the narrator of the film.
Yeah, I understand.
Which he
that.
totally did. I couldn't tell you specifically where it started. I know they showed some early pictures. There was some early family. It might have been fairly chronological to a certain extent. Or now that I think about it, they might have started off with some. I say might have because it's for me to see it from yesterday. It's kind of vague. But at one time, like, I plan on going to the theater to see this as soon as possible as well.
Yeah.
I don't have the ability to get to the theater again. But yeah, I don't know. But they showed a whole whack of stuff. And then towards the end of the picture, they started showing sort of like Elvis round the home, man of the manor, guy of the manor at Graceland with Priscilla and with Lisa Marie. So I guess it kind of went on in that kind of direction.
Do you remember how it ended? What was the last song that they showed?
No, I really don't.
Okay.
I really don't remember. I remember, a whole whack of stuff on stage, some Las Vegas stuff. One of the things that Baz Luhrmann mentioned was that they have really good quality of the entire Hampton Roads concert.
Yes,
for example.
I heard that today, yeah.
Yeah. Might be something to look forward to in the future. I went there thinking that we were going to get, a couple of complete songs, which I don't believe that we really got a complete song. If we did, a good chunk of it, but not a complete song. But, I think that he gave us a fabulous film. The fans will really like it. Young people who don't know that much about E will love it as well. So, yeah, that's pretty much, I think, what I want to say. As far as all the merch goes, they didn't have a merch booth in there. I asked. I didn't see one. I would have bought something. And Baz mentioned that he had a bunch of stuff for people in the audience that were like really lively. If you noticed somebody dancing or having a really good time, they probably got some stuff. In the line, I got a pair of like Elvis Presley style gold colored glasses.
Oh, well,
they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they didn't give them out to absolutely everybody. I had to actually ask because they gave it to someone close to me. I said, "Hey, I'd love a pair of those."
Yeah.
They said, "Oh, sure, you can have." The guys had a couple boxes lying around. They're very, very cool, man. If you want, I'll send you a picture of them. And that's about it, dude. If you don't have any other questions or whatever, man, I'll let you go and I'll let you move along and
definitely
do your thing.
Definitely send me a picture of those glasses. I'd love to see them. Was it
for sure? I will.
Do you know if it was full? Was it sold out?
It was very well packed with people. There might have been a couple of seats here and a couple of seats there.
Yeah.
See, I mean, people can't always make it to the film. My friend that I had plans to go with, she bailed a few hours before the show. She completely forgot about it.
Oh, dear.
You know, there's like people like that. There were a couple of seats way up in the top rafters, really way up at the top. But it was very well sold. I'd say it was nearly completely sold out.
Right. Okay. And there was people singing.
And don't forget,
yeah,
tickets are about $100 a piece. I think tickets you might be able to get some up at the top for 50 or so, but down at the bottom near the stage, I believe they were about $100 each.
Right.
Anyway, that was a fantastic time. You know what, guys? The first chance you get to see it, the Elvis community, you really ought to go. I'm sure you will, Steve.
Yes. Oh, definitely.
And, you know, yeah.
And what would you give it out of 10?
Oh, I'd give it. The judge from Canada has awarded EPiC by Baz Luhrmann a 9.9.
Oh, a 9.9. Great. Okay, you can't say better than that.
No.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Thanks
man.
a lot.
Fantastic.
All right.
Anytime, buddy.
Thanks.
See you later.
Bye. Bye. So that
Anytime.
was Spike, as you probably know. My throat is definitely playing up. The only thing is, I do see a few people in the comments saying it's a bit disconcerting that there were no complete songs. So it must be a very fast-moving, fast-paced movie, to say the least. Before I go into the calls, because I do see there are actually a few people in the list now to in Discord to speak to me. I want to do what I normally do, and that is the poll. And of course, it is based on EPiC. And Baz says that EPiC is not the end. Okay, not the end. So what else do you think we are going to get? Are we going to get an EPiC Part 2? Are we going to get a streaming series, or everything found in the salt mines on Blu-ray? So there we have it. Please vote on what you think will be coming next. EPiC Part 2, a streaming series, or everything found on Blu-ray. So we've got to do... well, I suppose the best thing we can do is do this.
Hidden Elvis. Clue number 2.
Hidden Elvis clue number 2 is Lasker Avenue. That's to go with KRLD. Now, let's do the calls, because there is a few people lining up. I will come to you, Dylan, to do the tale after we've done the calls, of course. It's a little bit different this week because something quite big has happened. I've got to put myself into the call, haven't I? Yeah. And then I've got to say, Diff the clown, is that correct? Are you hearing me there, Diff? Are you hearing me there, Diff?
Yes, and it's Dilf.
Oh, it's Dilf. I do beg your pardon. Yes. Yeah, I can see it now. Dilf. Yes. How are you, my friend?
Good. I'm doing pretty good.
Good. You just broke up there for a minute. You're new to the channel, are you?
Yes, I am.
Right. Well, you are very, very, very welcome. What would you like to say?
Basically, Elvis has helped me get out of my Terrifier problem and my mental health problem.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going on and off my microphone. I'm not really much of a talker.
Okay. I mean, do you want to talk about EPiC, this premiere of yesterday?
I didn't know it was released yesterday.
Oh, well, you see, this is another thing. This is a question I have to ask. How many people outside of the Elvis world know about this movie? Because, of course, they haven't got a distributor yet. That's another thing that Baz said. We're looking for a distributor. We haven't got a distributor yet. After the Toronto Film Festival, that will be the next step. So that will probably be when the promotion and everything kicks in. But I don't think that many people outside the Elvis world know about EPiC at the moment.
I mean, I've heard about it, but I didn't know it.
You didn't. Well, it's only in a premiere in sort of Toronto. I think it's going to be released in theaters in January 2026 to coincide with Elvis's birthday. That's what I believe, anyway.
Yeah, me too. That's what I'm thinking as well, because birthday is almost coming up because we're almost done with the year.
Yeah, the years go by so fast anyway. It's a pity maybe they can't get something in the sort of December market and then for the Christmas market. But I don't know. I mean, again, they're saying that if it's not released until January, it might miss the awards. The awards might not see it soon enough to sort of allocate it an award sort of thing. It's a difficult one. It is a difficult one. So how long have you been a fan?
Actually, I've been a fan ever since I was little because my favorite movie of all time is Lilo and Stitch, and there's a lot of Elvis references.
Yeah. And what about your favorite Elvis movie, though?
Oh boy. The one I remember seeing a lot as a kid was Change of Habit because it has Mary Tyler Moore as a nun.
Yeah, his last movie as well. And it wasn't really what Elvis was known for. He was known for the beach movies and Blue Hawaii and Girls, Girls, Girls and all this. So Change of Habit was quite a strange movie for Elvis, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. And I haven't seen any of the others yet. I've seen half of Double Trouble, but it looks so cheesy.
I actually like Double Trouble because I like Elvis's comedic timing on it. I know it's not a great movie, but I just think some of his comedic timing is brilliant. I really do. Unless, I've said this before, Elvis's movies aren't to be taken seriously. They weren't for Oscars. Parker never said he wanted to win an Oscar. It was just entertainment. And, the fact that Elvis was in it, you couldn't take your eyes off him. When he was on the screen, that was it. He made those movies. Without Elvis being in them, they would never have got released. You know what I mean? They were that sort of cheesy, as you say.
Yeah, I've only seen half of Double Trouble, but I haven't seen Changes of Habit in forever.
One we always recommend as Elvis fans is King Creole. That was Elvis's favorite movie as well.
Well, I've heard that one was really good, and the soundtrack's really good.
Yeah, well, we'll be doing a watch along on Discord in the next couple of weeks where we all watch together King Creole. So look out for that. It'll probably be on a Saturday in a couple of weeks' time.
Okay.
You should join us. Okay. Sorry, I got your name wrong to start with, but it's Dilf the Clown, yeah?
Yep, correct.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in, Dilf, and please call back again.
Oh, of course.
All right. All the best.
See ya. I
bye-bye.
gotta go
Bye.
and clean.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was Dilf. Nice call. We're going to do Mark next. Hi, Mark. How are you?
I'm all right, Steve. How are you?
Now, I know you're going to have a lot to say about EPiC.
Oh, happy day.
Yes. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy days, right. We finally got to this time. It's out there. It's premiered. Now they've just got to get a distributor. And
I know. Well, I was working last night and I had a show today, but I had a lot of information on my phone and people who... I know a person who was actually there.
Right.
So I got some info and quite a few little bits and scenario. But he went to see it with his exclamation of marks out of 5, and he said, sitting down there at the end of the film, I would give it a 3.5 out of 5, but I had to give it, he says, a 4.5 out of 5 because he's never been in a premiere of a film like that where it felt like he was at a concert.
Wow.
He said everybody, certain performances, people were just up, dancing, clapping, singing along. He looked larger than life on screen. Obviously, the sound, the picture, and he just says it was just like being at a concert. I came out thinking I've just seen Elvis live.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
this gets better. This gets better by the minute. This does.
Yeah. He just says it was just something that he didn't really expect, and it's so well done. There's a lot of monologues, like little bits, like Baz puts things in little clips or so quickly, and stuff like that. It
Yeah.
goes so quickly, but really good. But they're just, you got to keep your eye on everything. It's like you got to watch the Elvis film like 10 or 20 times to make sure you've seen everything, because it happened so quickly in the film, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I can see people going back to see this a couple of times by the sounds of it.
Oh, yeah. Performance-wise, I don't know if you know. Do you know what's been the film? Shall I say? Shall I give it information?
I don't see any reason why you shouldn't. Yeah, I'm sure people are dying to know. I am.
Yeah, well, there's bits that I've heard that you've got a version of some rehearsals that you've got him doing yesterday all the way through, more or less, I
Oh,
think.
wow.
Fall Such as I.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, which obviously they might have synced over the recording to that with the footage. But what I've heard with all the footage they had with some of the audio that weren't so good, but Baz said like he was digging in, and I think he's had a bit of help from Ergis Jordan as well on this.
Yeah.
By passing him over the audio and the sound work to fit the picture, to fit the footage. Even.
Oh, well, that's okay. That's all right. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I would agree with
that'd
that.
be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was, but the one which I hope all this resources is good. I do trust the one friend who's told me and what that we get him to do in rehearsals Runaway.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So there's a lot of good bits and parts there just on rehearsal. I think Hampton Roads, you see him do Bridge.
Uh-huh.
And I think we get American Trilogy as well, which is, Bridge and Trilogy from Hampton Roads is fantastic anyway.
Yeah.
As you know, as we've been told, which we kind of knew and most people knew, that they've got the whole concert of that.
Yeah.
Apparently they've got the whole concert and the footage is there, sync cleaned up, ready to go, I think. But, what else did he say?
Was there any 57 Hawaii in the Gold Lame?
There was, but there wasn't. It's in there, but I don't think it's as long as what when they said you've got about 10 minutes of it. I don't think. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% how long that was. It is in there, but for how long I'm not sure. So, but
Right.
It's in there.
Right.
Yeah, it's in there. Apparently, fantastic Suspicious Minds, and again. He talked to me about it, but he didn't really come over across. I don't know whether it's been synced by a few, whether it's the original one from that we saw, but at different angles, and he might have pieced something else into it. And it goes on a bit longer, I think he said, or something, or whatever. But he said it's absolutely fantastic. He just says if you watch it on the way it was last night, or in the afternoon when he watched it on that big screen with the sound system,
Yeah.
he said everybody was just up on their feet, singing, clapping, dancing, and the roar. He said that's why he said it was like being at a concert.
Yeah.
So the atmosphere of that. There's other bits. I can't remember exactly what other bits are, but I think there's bits in the film where you see a little bit of his film career. I think there might be a little bit of film stuff in it. Little. But again, it's like the quick analogues, and the way he does it.
Yeah.
So you are going to get. I think you get glimpses of all his career. I think there's a bits of the early 50s stuff in it as well, and a bit of 60s. No one's mentioned anything about 69.
No, I don't think I don't think they found any 69, unfortunately, by the sounds of it.
And I think obviously he could have probably used some 8mm, but there's not good enough 8mm out there, is there?
No.
It still looks a bit grainy. I've got all the 8mm myself, and it's not close up enough.
It's not close up enough, and Elvis is not well lit because he's in the
he's dark. He's got his dark suit on.
He's got the dark suit on. He's nearly blending into the background, unfortunately.
Yeah. But and what Baz has said after the film and stuff, he just says he had two choices to make. He said he didn't want to make this film and redo the way it was on tour. He didn't want to do this is Elvis, he says. He didn't want to obviously make it, and he wanted to do it in this style, with Elvis telling his story, which he says. They found some of a footage of that he was going on about. I'd imagine it's the footage that we have heard.
Yeah.
There might be a little bits of dabs in there, but there is a lot of stuff like backstage, and I'm thinking now. Something's come up to me. There's a bit of the gospel stuff.
Oh,
I think nearer to me, or that song. Well, I can't remember what it's called. There's a gospel one that he did, and I think he did it with the Stamps, and he comes in. I think it's more the Stamps, but he sings it as well.
oh, is it Lead Me, Guide Me?
No, it's not Lead Me, Guide Me. It'll come to me. I can't think of it. Nearer to Me, I think it's called, something like that.
Right, okay.
It's not a well-known one, but it's one I think that's in the film. So I think there's a bit of that with the gospel stuff. Not hearing that you get anything of Lead Me God, but I think there's rehearsal stuff of on tour in there as well. So you know, where you're doing Don't Be Cruel and stuff like that. All these bits of it, but there's a lot of flashes as well and bits of it.
Right.
So, and I haven't been told. I know there's a person on the chat said that all the songs are not complete, but I haven't heard to say that none of these songs have been cut.
Yeah, I mean, it would be strange for him not to include whole songs, wouldn't it?
Well, that's it. Yeah, the guys who said to me about Bridge and American Trilogy and all that is in there. I think there's a version of I Can't Stop Loving You in the movie.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the one that we've got from Elvis. That's right. It could be another show. I'm not too sure about that one. Walk a Mile in My Shoes is in it.
Oh.
But better quality than we got from Lost Performances, and maybe a slightly different angle.
Yeah.
So I know that one's in it. I'll probably think of a few more things. I've told you quite a bit what I've heard.
Oh yeah. Well,
the reports, I'm hoping the reports I've heard today is what I don't want to get all the fans, thinking, oh, but Mark said this and that. But I'm only hearing.
Well, no, I mean it's and it's all it's all subjective. It's all your own opinion. Yeah. Now the thing is I just that one review I read, it was really, really, really good. Like Baz does not need Austin Butler to make a really, really good Elvis movie. And that that says it all, really. And I mean, I'm sure there's going to be more like that in the same vein as well.
Yeah, and the one guy said, afterwards he's talking to Baz, and Baz was saying to the one guy in the interview, afterwards he's saying, how many hours of footage have we got here, which is cleaned up now and done, and what could be working? He said, because they had the trouble what to put into this film. And the guy said, we've got about 57 hours.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot of stuff, isn't it? We're going to have a lot of stuff in this film that's going to flash by so quickly that we're going to have to watch it back. We're going to have stuff in this film that's going to, put tears in your eyes. But I think the film is quite dramatic as well, by the way the songs are in the film. And the power, the sound, the quality. It's the best that we're ever going to see it. So, and I think by seeing it on the big screen, he's the best place to see the film first, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have said they came out crying, or they were crying as they were watching it. So it must be a very emotional film. And that's another thing. Yeah. What do you think we're going to get? Now Baz says this is not the end. EPiC is not the end. Do you think we'll see an EPiC Part 2? Do you think there'll be a streaming series, or do you think we'll just get everything that they found on Blu-ray?
I think we'll get a I think we'll get a Blu-ray, and I think we'll get some extras. I'm sure there'll be some extras that they probably wanted to put into the film, but obviously had to cut it short. But thought, well, we'll hold that back, because once it's been released, and then we'll obviously do the Blu-rays, we can put that on there. They'll probably charge a little bit more for it, but we don't care. We'll still buy it.
We don't care. That's right.
Yeah, that's it. And I think some of it will be held back because it's in the Graceland hands now, I suppose, isn't it? And they will work on whatever it will be for the big one, the 50th. I would love to see the 50th. We get the Hampton Road show complete.
Yeah. Now, you see, the thing is, I always say they're not going to spend all that amount of money cleaning it up and digitizing it and then just letting it sit there.
There's no point. And just shoving it in the drawer and forgetting about it. You can't. It's
I just hope they don't. I just hope they don't leave it too long. That's the only thing.
Yeah. Well, hopefully not. I think the guy who's behind all the stuff at Graceland, he wants to. And I think, as I said to you, didn't I, a couple of weeks ago, about the new concert that they're going to come out with, the Raw Philharmonic.
Yes.
They're going to take some of this footage that maybe in this film and footage that they have got now cleaned up, different versions. You'll find some of this footage will be in this new show, because I think if they do a new show, they've got to do it a bit different, because it was like Elvis the concert over the years and the Royal Philharmonic. I went to see more or less every one that they came in my area, but it was always the same every year.
Yeah.
It's a great show, but you want different performances.
Of course you do.
Yeah, maybe because they didn't have the quality to show, but now they have, haven't they?
And then they've got this. They've hopefully got the hologram coming up as well, because Joel wouldn't have mentioned it.
Well, that's it. Yeah, well, that's the part of that as well. But it's every report I've read today, as you know, to me, everybody has walked out, loved the movie,
Brilliant. Brilliant.
So we just can't wait to see it now, can we? That's it.
No. I wish I could jump ahead to the time when it's released and get in there. I really do.
Yeah.
All right, Mark.
Well, I hope the information I've gave everybody has wet their appetite to see it anyway.
Mark, it was a brilliant call. Thanks very much indeed.
Okay, cheers.
All right, mate. Bye-bye. Okay, yeah. So, and don't forget we've got the hologram as well. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. All right, that was Mark. We're going to have a quick word with Vincenzo. Hi, Vincenzo. How are you?
I'm doing good.
So, what have you heard about EPiC?
I saw a good review on YouTube today, and this guy it wasn't even an Elvis fan, and he said it was amazing.
Yeah, no, that is really, really promising. If he's not an Elvis fan and he says it's amazing, I mean, what more do you want, like?
I know.
And that's on YouTube. Which channel was it?
Oh, was that I forgot the guy's name. I posted it on Discord.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll have a look later. Okay, great, good news. All the best. Bye. And we move on to the wonderful Juliana. Hi, Julie.
Hello, Steve. How are you feeling?
Oh, the Golden Flash podcast. I'm feeling great.
Yeah, it's been a week. It has been a week. Let me tell you. I got a lot of really positive feedback on that video, which for whatever reason I was not expecting. I was really shocked with all the positive feedback I got. So
well deserved. Well deserved.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, what a way to end the week with this premiere and everything. I mean, I've seen nothing but good reviews.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited for it, and you know, as you saw yesterday, I was doing plenty of digging.
Yes. And we're grateful. We're grateful to you for that. Thanks very much.
There is a couple people that I met in Las Vegas that I'm friends with now that did actually go to the premiere. So I got a lot of reviews from them, and a lot of it I actually put into your Discord channel so people can go back and look at those. But
yeah,
they were so happy with it, so incredibly happy with it. I know one person had said something along the lines of it was everything we expected to be, but also a lot of stuff we weren't expecting.
Wow.
In a good way.
Yeah, in a good way.
Yeah. And there was one person that said, you know, they had cried five separate times. And it seems like they got a phenomenal standing ovation afterwards. So to me, it seems very positive. I know there have been maybe one or two negative reviews, but it seems very trivial stuff. And it seems like it's from people that aren't Elvis fans.
I'm just wondering what negative they could find in something like this.
I think a lot of it is, I know somebody said that the use of the word unseen footage was overhyped and it was the most disappointing thing they had ever seen. And that to me just screams,
well,
so how much of a fan are you? Because to me, it's like, okay, well, we're still getting Elvis on the big screen. We're still getting his name out there. So even if it's only, 30-40% unseen stuff, Baz has said multiple times there's going to be more.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this is it. Baz says EPiC is not the end. That's
exactly.
That's part of my poll. So are we going to have an EPiC part 2? Are we going to have streaming series, or are we going to everything found on Blu-ray? Can you imagine that? Everything found on Blu-ray. Woo-hoo.
I know, that would be, I would spend the money on that, trust me.
I think I would, yeah. It would probably be my last big Elvis purchase in my life.
Right. No, it was funny. I think my guess is that he would do kind of something similar to what he did with the 2022 movie, and he's going to do both streaming and Blu-ray. Now, I could see it very possible that he decides not to do streaming because that just leaves it open-ended for the quality to kind of get knocked down a couple of notches when you're streaming it in different places.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could go any way.
Well, I suppose realistically, though, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, it does have to come down to money as well. And if EPiC does well, then they will obviously do a lot more. If it doesn't do as well as they expected, you know, projected, they have these they have these graphs and everything. And if it doesn't do as well as, then they might say, well, we're not going to do the streaming, or we're not going to do as much on Blu-ray. We're just going to do a Blu-ray, but no extra. You know, so fingers crossed that it is as successful as we're hoping it's going to be.
Yeah, and it was so cool. Somebody had posted that video that you had kind of shown with Baz dancing on the stage to the end credits.
Yeah.
I had gotten real nosy, and I literally went like frame by frame and looked at every single song, because right when he was dancing was when the songs were rolling by.
Yeah.
So I went and looked at them, and oh my God, there were so many Ghost Riders. This guy was one of the first one I saw.
Yeah.
There was Stranger in the Crowd. There was Change of Habit, Charo. So many songs that you, unless you are an Elvis fan, you do not know.
Yeah, I would imagine a lot of those are going to be from the rehearsals for That's the Way It Is in Culver City. So yeah, I mean, we've heard them, but I don't think we've seen them, have we?
Yeah, no. So it was, and every single one I read, I was like, oh, that's in there. This is going to be great.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
Can't wait to see how
so
this goes.
the next question now is when, Baz? When will it be? And I think it'll be January. I do think it'll be January. I don't think he's worried about getting a distributor. I think after those reviews and the reaction that it got last night with the crowd, I don't think they'll have any trouble getting a distributor. It's just a case 100%. Now. I think it'll be Elvis week, January 2026. I do believe that.
Yeah. And I know there's probably going to be people out there that aren't going to be too happy about January, but with everything that Baz has done, I feel like in my case, I trust Baz with what he's doing.
Yeah, so do I.
So I'm gonna let him work.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I saw so many videos of people's reactions to the whole thing, and there was one video that was filming Baz Luhrmann's kind of Q&A after the movie had ended.
Yeah.
And he had given the microphone to a lady who had been at one of those concerts, I guess that was.
Yes, I saw that, yeah.
And it got me real good because apparently, so the story goes that this lady had been to 3 separate concerts, but the very first one that she went to, I think it was in Las Vegas. Her maitre d' had, I don't remember exactly how it went, but it was something about how her maitre d' had brought her to go meet Vernon.
Yeah.
And so they talked for a little bit, and Vernon kind of let her stay up there. And when he came out, he walked over to her and everything, and she was holding his face literally right in front of him as he was kneeling down on stage. And she said, "I can't thank you, Baz, enough for what you've done. You've made him come back alive for 8-year-old me."
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
and I
saw
was
that.
like, "Yep, that got me okay."
Yeah, and she was crying when she was telling Baz as well. So yeah, it all came
and
back.
if that doesn't tell you all you need to know, then
exactly, I agree.
It's just Right,
so me and you will be ticking off the days and weeks now until the first week in January. I just know we will.
Yeah, right.
Christmas will just pass us by this week, this year.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, exactly.
All right, Juliana, I'll talk to you again.
See ya.
All the best. Bye-bye. Okay, and we've reached the top of the list, and the top of the list, as always, is this young man, of course.
It's time once again for Dylan's Elvis Tale.
Well, young man, we finally got to you. How are you?
I'm reporting from Toronto, Canada.
I wish. You wish.
No, I am. Seriously, I am. No, I am. Honestly, I am. I'm in the salt mine as we speak.
I thought it sounded a bit echoey.
Yeah. I'm actually watching the opening night 69 as we speak, and let me tell you, it's fantastic. I'm joking. I'm joking. Before anybody starts thinking, oh my God, he's there. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm in my house, unfortunately.
Yeah, but like me and Juliana and a load of other people, we're just ticking off the days now until we see this movie. By the sounds of it, the reviews and the reactions and everything that we've heard so far just sounds absolutely brilliant.
Here's my honest opinion.
Go on.
On EPiC. Unused would be a better word, I think, rather than unseen.
Unseen, yeah, I know.
Because I think a lot of the stuff we have seen, we've just not seen it in the quality that we're going to see it in.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think unused would be better, like a better word to use than unseen.
It's unfortunate, but certain people are going to jump on the fact that no, we have seen it before. How can he say unseen? But I don't really care at this point. I just want to.
Well, no.
I just want to see it. Yeah. We've sort of resigned ourselves to the fact, me and you, that there was no 69 footage found.
No, but I tell you what, though, I did get my hopes up again this morning. Though I'll tell you for why.
Go on.
Because I saw the picture of the after credits, and I saw it yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going, wait, is this from the 69 engagement? But when I saw Ghost Riders in the Sky and it's now and never, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
so it's July.
Yeah, it's July Culver
Which
City.
Which is still fantastic.
Oh yeah.
It's still fantastic. We're going to see Ghost Riders in the Sky, and we're going to see, I don't know, like yesterday in Full Such as I.
Yeah.
Which is going to be great.
Yeah.
So
I mean, even if they've done what Mark thinks they've done, which is got the footage and then dubbed the audio on separately, it's still going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, anything else is always good. So we need to be positive about this, people.
Oh
even even though some of it might be not unseen. That's the word. Thank you. Unseen. It will be unused.
Unused. Yes.
And that's a good thing to.
Somebody actually mentioned as well that some movie footage, feature film footage, had been found. Double Trouble.
See stuff like Edge of Reality in the credits.
Yeah.
I think I saw. You know what? I think I even saw Beat Shack in there somewhere.
Yeah. No, you see, the thing is, right, is everybody thought that the outtakes from the movies were destroyed, Parker, but maybe they found some outtakes in the salt mines.
Maybe they found something else.
And maybe this will be in the Blu-ray and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, you know what? Talking of the cinema, I'm going to the cinema next week.
Go on.
This is completely unrelated to Elvis, but I just thought I'd tell you. I'm going to the cinema next week to see Mrs. Spinal Tap 2.
Oh, right. Spinal Tap. And you asked me a question, what you thought Elvis might think of Spinal Tap, didn't you?
Yeah, because like every musician that's ever seen it has said they can't watch it because this is literally what it's like. With, like getting lost on the stage and hello Cleveland and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I just wonder what Elvis would have thought. My feeling is Elvis would have been tickled to death.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we know he liked the Pink Panther, and we know he liked Monty Python. Yeah. Him and Billy Stanley used to sit in their room for hours just going through Monty Python sketches and things like that. And I love Monty Python as well. I love John Cleese. I love I love Fawlty Towers. All those sort of things. I love them. I really do.
So yeah, I don't know why, but like I just got like kind of sentimental. Be like, you know what, Elvis would have loved this film.
Yeah.
Just because of his sense of humor.
Yeah. Well, enjoy it, matey. Right. Will we do the tale?
Kentucky Clang. Shall we do it?
Yeah, Clang is right. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. So, Kentucky Rain has got a noise in it, and there's two stories to this. There's the story that's the most common, and then the actual story. So I'm going to tell you the most common story first, and then I'll tell you the actual one.
Okay.
So the most common story is that there was a glass of water in the studio, and while they were recording the master, it tips over, and that's what went clang, and Chips left it in. That's the most common story. But I found out that that's not true. What actually happened was they were recording the take that ended up being the master, which is ironic, right? Halfway through the song, the drummer drops the six. and when it drops the sticks, it hits the rim of the drum and it goes clang.
Yeah.
Right? So then, instead of Chips kind of getting a razor blade, which I guess you had to do back then, because there was no computers back then.
No.
So you couldn't just press a delete button. You had to literally physically razor it out, right? Instead of doing that, he left it in. And you can hear it. And it's at the 1 minute and 12 mark.
Right.
If you want to hear it.
Yeah. So the best thing to do, people, if you want to hear this clang, and take it from me, once you hear it, you'll never be able to unhear it. If you want to start at about 110 or so forth, 109, and then listen just past that to 112, 113, you will hear this clang. Yeah. Now we can't unfortunately play it because I would get a copyright strike.
Sing it for you.
Yeah, you can go clang.
Yeah, no, wait, it goes, Kentucky Pink is pulling down, and I'm heading to town, and I'll go walking through, clang. Boo, 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 boo.
So as he says, walking through, clang.
Clang, yeah. Walking through clang.
Walking through clang, yeah. Now listen to me, young man. I want to ask you what you think. Baz says that EPiC is not the end. What else do you think we're going to get?
This is just a tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, oh yeah.
When it comes to footage.
Yeah.
There's so much more out there. And
I don't think they were going to do all those boxes and then just release 96 minutes. I think they're going to do more.
You know what my biggest question about this Hampton Road situation is?
Go on.
What show are they talking about? Are they talking about the afternoon show in the red suit or the evening show in the blue suit? Because
I think the blue suit's been mentioned though, hasn't it?
Because see, here's the thing. A lot of the blue suit's been seen. So I think it'd be really cool to see the red suit stuff. Which I know was filmed because if you see, there's a picture of him on stage in the red suit in Hampton Road, and there's a big walking grey camera on the corner of the stage.
Yeah.
So you can see that it was filmed. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's that. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't say. I'm not there.
So what do you think we're going to get? We're going to get everything found on Blu-ray, do you think? Because they did all that work, the 2 years of work.
I think we're going to get Blu-ray and possibly a box set with the vinyls.
Wow.
With all the shows complete.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Great. I hope I can afford it.
That's looking at.
But then again, can I afford not to get it? You know what I mean? I mean, it's a chance of a life. It's a chance of a lifetime, isn't it? Really, an Elvis fans lifetime.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
By the way, before I go, I've got two things I want to say.
Okay.
The show coming up, my show. I mean, I'm not one to toot my own horn. I never have been.
Why not?
Well, because I'm humble, Steve. That's why. I've not got an ego like some people.
Yes, I know. That's why I like you.
Yeah, but this show something like this has never been seen before, and I'm pretty sure it's never going to be seen again. So you want to tune into this?
Yes. Are you gonna actually sort of hint at what it is, or do you just want to? Because you told us last week, didn't you, how you were going to do it?
Well, I am.
But
it's been altered.
Oh, it's been altered. Okay, all right.
Slightly. It's now going to be a studio experience. That's how it's being.
That's the way you told it to me. A studio experience. Yes.
Rather than and then the tease.
Oh yeah, the tease for next week.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the footage of Elvis coming down on the plane in Indianapolis on June 26th, which turned out to be the last show, of course.
Yes.
Where Elvis is giving Todd Slaughter the trophy for being the fan club president for 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bit in there where Elvis leans over to Todd Slaughter, whispers something in his ear, and starts laughing his head off.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But because there's no sound, we don't know what he said. But there was an interview with Todd Slaughter a few years ago for a Channel 5 documentary, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he said what it was that made Elvis laugh.
Great.
So I'm going to tell you all about it.
Brilliant. So that's your tale for next week.
Yeah.
I look forward to it, young man.
I look forward to it too, and I know what it is already.
Yeah, exactly. And you know something? This time next week, we'll be a week nearer to seeing EPiC.
We will, yeah.
And that's how we're going to live my life for the next 3 months or whatever. All right, young man.
All right, thank you.
Talk to you. Bye.
Bye.
Join us again next week for another Dylan's Elvis tale.
Yes. I've just received a WhatsApp message from, open my phone, from Baza. And it says EPiC, Elvis Presley in Concert World Premiere First Impressions Review. And it is a very, very long post. I met with Baz before the film. He was handing out a few items. Yeah, it's a really, really long post. But I am going to read it later, Bazza. And I'll get back to you about it. It looks extremely, there's a lot of information in there. Thanks, Bazza, for that. Thanks to all the callers. Of course, we do have to move on, and I'm going to do this.
It's time now for This Day in Elvis History.
I just hope my voice is going to hold up long enough to read this out. This day in Elvis history. Yes, 7th of September. Of course, this day in Elvis history, September the 6th, 2025, yesterday, will be a big day in Elvis history for people in the future, Elvis fans in the future, because, of course, it was the day that EPiC premiered. Yeah. Don't forget, Baz says EPiC is not the end. What else do you think we will get? That is what we're asking tonight. Do you think we're going to get an EPiC Part 2? Do you think we'll get a streaming series, or everything found that on Blu-ray? Okay, 59 hours or something, I believe it has been told. Helen said, I would just see EPiC 10 times. No, that's Rebel Vegan, says Helen, yes. Okay, now we've got 1954. 7th of September 1954. Elvis worked at Crown Electric until mid-October 1954. 1955. Oh, look at these pictures. Elvis performed at the National Guard Armory, Sixton, Missouri. And he's literally just a boy, isn't he, here? Standing next to a Cadillac there by the looks of it. Look how young he looks. My goodness. And there it is in modern day times. The National Guard Army, Sikeston, Missouri. So, and in 1956, Elvis was pictured on the cover of TV Guide magazine for the first time. And, of course, he was working on Love Me Tender as well. 1957, we've got, there was another session at Radio Recorders from noon until 8 p.m. However, there was still one song for the new Christmas album missing, so Lieber and Stoller wrote a new one there and then. They went into an abandoned control room and wrote, this was the bluesy song, Santa Claus is Back in Town, which Elvis liked very much. So what have we got? We got Radio Recorders from 12 till 8. We've got Saturday, September the 7th, 1957, Oh Little Town of Bethlehem, Santa Bring My Baby Back to Me, Santa Claus is Back in Town, and I'll Be Home for Christmas. There were plans made for recording some instrumental tracks by Scotty, Bill, and DJ at the end of the session. Elvis even suggested he would join them as a piano man. However, at the end of the session, there was not enough time left, and Elvis said or did nothing for Scotty, Bill, and DJ. As a result, Scotty and Bill would write a letter of resignation, and they expressed their long-held feelings of resentment towards Elvis. I don't think they resented Elvis. I think there was more a resentment of his management. That's what I'm going to say. DJ declined to go along with them. This caused some bitterness on both sides and would be played out in the media. Yeah, okay. 58-59, military service in Germany. 1960, we have Flaming Star, or as I like to call it, Black Star. 1962, we've got It Happened at the World's Fair. And it says, to get across the fairgrounds to the filming area at the fair's electric utilities pavilion, Elvis had to ride through the crowds of fairgoers on an open electric cab vehicle. And there he is. I'm not sure what it means by end of line for enterprising admirer. It looks like maybe the person in the glasses there tried to get on to see Elvis, maybe. I don't know. And there is the electric cab, guided tours, and taxis. So Yeah, that's this day in 1962. 1963, Viva Las Vegas with the gorgeous Anne Margaret. Anne, if you're watching, I'm sure you're not, but I've sent you a message on Instagram. 1968, we've got 117 North Hillcrest Road, Beverly Hills, California. Elvis signing autographs at the gate. Impossibly handsome looking. Impossibly handsome looking. Yes. 1970. The International Hotel presented Elvis with a wide gold belt. It had the hotel logo on it and the words World Championship attendance record, Las Vegas, Nevada International Hotel. The belt supposed to be worth $10,000, and Elvis even wore the belt often and with pride. That's one that he wore at the Madison Square Garden press conference when he says, well, I don't know what makes him think that, this gold belt, and he stands up and shows it when they asked him, was he a shy, humble country boy? Yes. 1974, the album Elvis recorded live on Memphis hit number 44 in the UK. And in 1976, we've got Elvis performed at the Convention Center, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And we've got some fan photos here. By the way, I haven't finished with EPiC. I'm a bit like Baz. It's not the end. And the reason why it's not the end is because I've got a special guest who I'm going to be speaking to about the premiere. So watch out for that. I'll be posting that in the next few days on this channel. Okay? So we haven't finished. We've only scratched the surface with EPiC tonight. All right? I hope you enjoy what is going to be coming up this week on this channel about EPiC. Okay, so that's this day in Elvis history, and I've got to do another one of these.
Hidden Elvis, clue number 3.
Clue number 3 is Waco's Heart of Texas Coliseum. Okay, so you put that with Lasker Avenue, and you put that with KRLD, and you can tell me on the... Can I get that up, I wonder? You can put that up on the chat at the end when I give you the 4th clue. Okay? Right. We move on, and we move on to a song I wish Elvis had recorded, suggested by Susie via our Discord channel. And you can do the same. You can suggest anything like I wish Elvis had recorded, underrated Elvis song, all those things you can suggest to me, and we can look at them. Angel of the Morning is a song, a popular song written by Chip Taylor, originally recorded by Evie Sands in 1967, but which first charted with a version by Marilee Rush. The song has been covered by many artists, including Chrissie Hynde, Dusty Springfield, P.P. Arnold, Mary Mason, Guys and Dolls, Olivia Newton-John, and Juice Newton, who reached the Billboard Hot 100 top 10 with her version in 1981. The song was composed in 1967 by Chip Taylor, who said he wrote Angel of the Morning after hearing the Rolling Stones song Ruby Tuesday, okay, on the car radio when I was driving into New York City. I wanted to capture that kind of passion. Angel of the Morning was originally offered to Connie Francis, but she turned it down because she thought that the lyrical message was too risque for her image. I'll have to listen to it again, but I don't think it's that risque. Susie says, Angel of the Morning by Juice Newton. I think Elvis would have done justice to that song. It's a beautiful song. Had he lived to record the song, we can only dream. Well, the thing is it was around from sort of 1967, so he could have done it prior to, obviously, even Juice Newton doing it in 81. But thanks, Susie, very, very much for sending that in as a I wish Elvis had recorded. I'll leave a link below in case you're unfamiliar with Angel of the Morning, and you can listen to Juice's version and maybe imagine Elvis singing it. Now, we've got this to do as well. Oh. No. Be quiet. We haven't done that yet.
It's time now for Caption the Photo.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with this one, didn't we? Elvis from Stay Away Joe going. Yeah, and these are some of the captions you sent in. They did get thumbs up. They didn't get the most thumbs up, unfortunately, but I liked them, so I'm going to read them to you. Is it a bird or a plane? No, it's Superman. Don't just look down on me. Help me. Elvis actually said that, didn't he, when he got the giggles in concert in the 70s. A man wearing a cape. I have an idea. Well, Parker said he was going to smoke signal Hollywood for some more money on this one. I didn't think he was serious. Nah, let's forget about the stars. I'm looking for the man in the sky. That's a clever one. Mama, I told you I could make it happen. Elvis thinking, I wonder, are they allowed presidents only? I feel I would fit beautifully up there on Mount Rushmore. And Larry, it is Stalin. Greek gods have nothing on me. I'm heaven sent. But the winner, as voted for by you, is Melly Fuller. Hi, Melly. Thanks for sending this in. And the Lord said, go forth and sing, for I have bestowed upon you the voice of an angel. Yes. Very, very good. Let's close the poll. I'm interested to know what you voted for. In Baz says EPiC is not the end. Not the end. Let's see if I can get it here. Right. Okay. Baz says EPiC is not the end. What else do you think we will get? EPiC Part 2, streaming series, or everything found on Blu-ray. And the winner is EPiC Part 2, 48%. Everything found on Blu-ray, 28%, and a streaming series, only 23%. Excuse me. So you're pretty. Most of you are convinced. Nearly half of you are convinced that Baz has got a sequel up his sleeve. He might even have it in the can, knowing Baz. Yeah. And if this one does as well as it looks like it's going to do, we're going to have EPiC 2. EPiC 2. Yeah. Elvis is EPiC 2, which rolls off the tongue nicely. EPiC 2. Elvis EPiC 2. Yeah. That's okay. I'd go along with that. Okay. So that's this week's Caption the Photo. I'll be doing another Caption the Photo probably from Tuesday. Look on the post tab on this channel and there'll be another funny-ish picture. By the way, let's just take a second here to look at Elvis and see how good he looks in that picture. In fact, the reason why I nearly hit the wrong button is because he does look.
Oh, he's so hot.
So that is Smoking Hot version 1, and we've got another one coming up as well. Yes. Okay. Now, underrated Elvis song. Chosen by Juliana, who was on earlier on from the Golden Flash podcast, which is the new channel on, and it's a podcast and it's also a YouTube channel as well. Check it out. Snowbird is a song written by Canadian singer-songwriter Gene McClellan, though it has been recorded by many let's have a look at this for a second. It says hide. No, I can show that. I don't see any reason why I can't show that. Right. Yeah, though it has been recorded by many performers, it is best known through Anne Murray's 1969 recording, which is there, okay? And also Elvis's recording, which, after appearing as an album track in the mid-1969, was released as a single in mid-1970 for Anne. Anne Murray and Gene McClellan had met while both were regulars in the CBC television series Sing Along Jubilee, and Murray recorded two of McClellan's compositions, Snowbird and Biding My Time, for her first major label album release, This Way Is My Way, in 1969. Murray would recall, Gene told me he wrote Snowbird in 20 minutes while walking on a beach in Prince Edward Island. And Julianne says, Snowbird off his country album, I mean, well, come on. What a catchy song. I didn't know the song until about a month ago, and I can confidently say that it is my top 3 favorite off the album. So thanks, Juliana. Yes, it does appear on Elvis Country. I don't think I need to put a link below, although I will, because what I'll do is I'll link and probably Elvis's as well below, so you can compare them both. And yeah, no, I like Anne's version. I do, and I'm sure Elvis did. That's why he recorded it. So here we go.
Hidden Elvis, fourth and final clue.
John says, wow, yes, Snowbird is an underrated Elvis recording. Definitely. Yes, I agree as well. Anne Murray had a lovely voice, and Anne is still with us as well. I checked it out. I think she's about 80. Yeah, now, if I give you this last clue, and you can maybe tell me what the Hidden Elvis is, and the last clue is Elvis Days. There. So KRLD, Lasker Avenue, then we've got Waco, Heart of Texas Coliseum, and then we've got Elvis Days. Okay, so let's have a look here. Move the microphone out of the way a little bit. Okay, the Golden Flash podcast says Eddie Fidel. Pat Shepard says Eddie Fidel. Yes, DF Lee says Eddie Fidel. Edwidge, Vincenzo, Juan. Yes, it most certainly is Eddie Fidel. And it's very, very simple. He did work for KRLD in Texas. He was a DJ. Lasker Avenue was where the house was. That was the Elvis house, where Elvis and Anita stayed. Waco, Heart of Texas Coliseum was where Eddie saw Elvis perform. And finally, Elvis Days is the name of the book that Eddie wrote. And there is a smashing picture of Eddie and Elvis. And that's this week's Hidden Elvis. Congratulations to everybody that spotted that. I'll have another one for you next week. Maybe I should make it a little bit more difficult. What do you think? Although some people say, I thought that was difficult anyway. So there you have it. Right. Backtrack a little bit, Steve, and say that, yes, this will be coming up in the next couple of weeks, a next couple of Saturdays away. A movie watch along on Discord. We will be watching King Creole. I haven't forgotten. It's just a lot of things have got in the way. So that will be coming up, and I will give you heads up on Discord and Twitter and all these other things when it's coming up. Okay. Just next to Elvis's head there, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. Click the bell and select all notifications. And also, of course, you have to turn on your notifications on your mobile device, your cell phone. So go to apps. I know a lot of people know this, but just in case you don't, and saying, I'm Steve, I'm not getting notifications. You go down, you find the YouTube app. You click on the YouTube app. You click on notifications near the top of the screen there, and then you make sure that it's toggled on, allow notifications. So that's just a quick reminder, if you would be so kind as to subscribe. Now, we've got to do this.
Oh, he's so hot.
And somebody mentioned this movie earlier on, and we had a lot of fun on Discord during the week saying, can you imagine if he was your doctor, how long the waiting list would be? And there it is, smoking hot, Dr. John Carpenter. Alrighty. Don't forget, I haven't finished with EPiC yet, because there will be a full review of the movie coming up on this channel during the week. So watch out for that. Okay, we've only scratched the surface. So what does everybody think of Dr. John Carpenter there? I don't know why these are some of the when people are saying sexy, YouTube is trying to block it for some reason. I don't know why. I wouldn't think that sexy would offend anybody. Yeah, I don't know. Strange. I'm allowing it anyway. Definitely allowing it. Because when you look at that, all you think is...
Oh, he's so hot.
Well, we have a look to see who the top fan was. Number 1 was Gene Trainer. Gene, I am crowning you Elvis, the Ultimate Fan Channel's Fan of the Week. You are number 1 fan. Thank you very, very much for your support. And thanks for everybody else that actually took part tonight. There were some great callers. And I'm just so happy and I'm so excited about the reaction of Baz's premiere of EPiC, that it's all good. I believe it's all good, and I really, really do believe there's more to come. So, you know, this isn't the be-all and end-all. It's not just, you know, it's not just this 96-minute, 100-minute film, and then that's it, Baz is finished. There's definitely more to come. But with that, for this week, anyway.
All right, let's wrap it up and get out of here.
Thanks, Elvis. I'll leave Dr. John Carpenter up there for a few more minutes for you to salivate over. Hopefully my voice and throat will be a bit better next week. Thanks to all the callers. Thanks to Dave for moderating. Great callers. Don't forget, look out for my video on EPiC during the week. But until then, it's over to Al.
Elvis has left the building. Thank you and good night.
Take care, everybody.